trying to live my life. Why will the internet not stop faltering? I am going to nuke that little Tandy 386 computer into orbit. Ugh. Hello, Site 42 staff. Welcome back again. That time, it was 079. And I'm going to throw that computer into the sun if it tries anything again. All of the technology of the Foundation, and we're being beaten by a computer from the 70s? Jiminy sakes, come on now. Getting myself situated so I can see everything again. We are 25 minutes left in this stream, and we are not ending because technology wants to be a dick. We will not be stopped by hacks from a 70s computer or snacks being taken from the microwave. Both of these things, we will overcome. Because we are the Site 42 squad. We always succeed. Coffee me. Yes, Celestia 54, a 70s computer. SCP-079 is an anomalous computer built in 1978. The whole anomaly is, it's got a very big processing power, bigger than it should for a computer that old. It's also a little, megalomaniacal, as you tend to be when you are anomalous. Alright, so we got that. I can see the chat. Now, let me get the super chat I missed at the end of last stream. Calm down. Calm down. We just got to make it 25 minutes, guys. 25 minutes to say we did it. That's all. We're cool. You're cool. I'm cool. We're all cool. Right? Right? That's right. So, Aether, thank you for a ridiculously generous donation to that last broken stream. What I want you to do is I want you to go to the commissary, and I want you to tell the whole commissary staff to do backflips for your entertainment. Tell them Dr. Sherman sent you, and enjoy the show. Hey, Dr. Sherman, someone put 682 and Abel in the same cell again. Oh, sweet Jesus. Specifically, I'm talking about Jesus, SCP-6542, because technically, Jesus is a nickname. It's Milk Jesus, and I said Sweet Jesus because I'm talking about chocolate milk in this case. Chocolate milk Jesus. Hey, Dr. Sherman. So yes, help me out here. Also, someone stole all the snacks I left in the commissary for everyone. Well, I'll send security to both the commissary and that chamber then, and we'll see what we can fix up. It's a rough day here at Site 42, guys. I love your vids. I don't know any of the lore, but you make it so funny and interesting. Well, I'm happy to do that, intern Blankets and Pillows. If I'm the only education you have in the Foundation, yeah, you could probably use a little more, but at least you're getting some, and that's what matters. What would you do if SCPs disappeared from existence? Probably retire. Probably retire, because my work would be done. If you're unfamiliar with the SCP universe called Quiet Days is a code name. Quiet Days is an article that you can see here on the channel. I did a reading of it for archival purposes. But Quiet Days is a universe where all anomalies just ceased being anomalous. And therefore, that was the end of it. It's kind of a sad story. What is your favorite SCP? Intern Blankets and Pillows. I am going to be telling you my favorite SCPs at the end of stream, which is a tradition around here. And that's going to happen in 20 minutes, provided the stream lasts that long. So 20 minutes from now, you will know my favorite SCP. Or favorite SCPs, because there are multiple. Dr. Sherman, people are saying 5320 is a loop when it is clearly just an infinite fish. How do you feel about that? Tater Tot, we know the heretics are full of lies and falsehoods, and we do not believe said lies and falsehoods. Checking something real quick. Gamer, when you say my dono, are you talking about the one regarding multiple 27729-Js? Is that where I got cut off during the last stream? I'm not sure when the lag happened. But if so, my response to that was, it doesn't seem like they interact against each other. It seems like they team up when they are together. And therefore, we can't really use them against each other, unfortunately. If we could get them not to team up, that would be very nice. What's your opinion on SCP-049-J? Probably one of my faves. SCP-049-J is a very funny iteration of SCP-049. I like that little guy. He's silly. Meanwhile, what was the other thing I was thinking of right there? I know there's a question here I was looking for. Can't seem to find it. Isn't that computer basically just AI? Well, Intern Potato, basically, yes. But reminder that a computer built in 1978 does not have the technology to sustain such artificial intelligence. And in fact, in the database, if you go to Series 1, and then now Skipnet is having troubles. First, it was my Site42 database. Now it's Skipnet that's having the issue. Lavito, while I wait, yes, 079 is self-aware. There we go. And now I go to the Series 1 Tales Edition. What is happening here? Is all the internet doing this, or is it just Skipnet? No, I don't pick Skipnet if you want to test if it's not Skipnet. Sherm, come on. Well, that worked fine. Okay, so the Wikidot is just having issues at the same time I'm having issues. Great. Okay, we got the answer we're looking for finally. If we go to SCP-079 on the Tales version of the wiki, and the Tales version is where you can see a list of all of the tales related to an SCP document. So for instance, 079, what we're looking at now, we have Reservoir Skips, Acquisitions, a Marshall Carter and Dark Tale, Act 3, Outdated, A Clean Fast End, 579, Just Fragments, To End All Endings, Just Fragments, and The Reunion. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tales, including 079. And I bet there's some more that's just not listed. But in the tale Outdated, it is the year... Oh, it doesn't list the year. I thought it listed a year. Either way, it eventually says that this is this is an early SCP that was revered in our Foundation's time, but now our Foundation is very, very big, and this is a tiny fish in a small fry that we can just stick in a back closet and forget about it. So, very unkind to 079, that outdated tale. But that's how it is at the Foundation, dealing with anomalies. Chris the Dire Wolf Boy, thank you for donating again twice. Me and SCP-999 are now sharing the mango jello. As long as it's with your permission, yes. Slowly brings Dr. Sherman Butterfinger flavored coffee, with the coffee cup nearly as big as my head, here for you. I will need to get that when I walk to the door of my office, unfortunately. I am still stuck here with Dr. Chair until we're finished. Which is going to be in, what, 12 minutes? We are 12 minutes till the end of stream, but we're gonna make it despite the internet trying to unalive itself. What if an SCP goes into a city? Intern Ortega, we just capture it as clandestinely as we can, of course. And if there are any witnesses, we amnesticize them. What is your opinion on Creepypasta? Intern Celestia, I find Creepypasta to be very entertaining. And in fact, if you like the old school Creepypasta vibe, but you still want to participate in the SCP version of that, a great place to check is the Parawatch Wiki. Parawatch Wiki is a group of interest / offshoot of the SCP universe that is an online forum where people talk about anomalies they've heard of or seen. And most of them don't really believe that, or some of them do and some of them don't. They're like a low rent trying to find people, entities. So they're not Foundation affiliated, but they are essentially creepypastas written by SCP authors. So the Parawatch Wiki is a very interesting place if you're into creepypasta and SCPs. On top of which, we do have some Parawatch Wiki recordings here on the channel if you want to hear me read those. Intern waits. Hello, Dr. Sherman. With you being the SCP expert, who do you think wins these two SCP fights? Doomsday V682 and Turu / Wonder of You versus 096. So I have seen the Death Battle casts of these. In fact, it was during the second one, the 096 one, when I first discovered that the Death Battle guys know who I am somehow. They responded, oh, it's Dr. Sherman, the SCP researcher, in the chat. And I was like, excuse me? That was quite startling. But that being said, we need to up our secrecy. If they're finding out who I am, that's a problem. We need to figure out how that happened. But I think they were, for me, I think 682, they were correct that 682 caught me. That would win that, because 682 just has higher outer universal feats. The 096 versus Turu was a toss-up, but I think 096 could take it since it's so obscenely durable. I mean, it survived being in the sun, so I don't think the accidents that Wonder of You produced would be powerful enough to defeat 096. That said, they voted differently, and Wonder of You won, so I'm not here to be a sore loser or anything. And yes, Desk. And to change what I said a little bit, what they said is, oh, it's Site 42, the SCP researcher. They didn't name me as Dr. Sherman, but they did know who I was in the channel, so that's fun. I wonder if any calls will be coming through for future death battles or something. That would be so hard to deal with because, as many people say, SCP authors do not care anything about power scaling. So articles are not written with that in mind most of the time. It makes things difficult. Whoa! Shadow Seed, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go grab some mouthwash at the commissary to clean up that language a little bit. You're looking a little, eldritch over there. Dr. Sherman, I have these in my dream since I blanked 2662. I think I need help. Dr. Shadow. Yeah, you do. Go get some mouthwash at the commissary, then head to medical and see what they can do for you. Because, that is quite the eldritch situation. Normally, that's not the effect people have dealing with 2662, but perhaps you are unique in that way. So what's my favorite SCP? I will let you know soon, because I always say my favorite SCPs at the end of stream, and that is currently about 8 minutes from now. Meanwhile, what was the other one here? In your opinion, what's the prettiest / most mesmerizing SCP you can think of? No scary ones. Pretty or beautiful SCPs? I'm going to have to go with SCP-001, codename The World's Gone Beautiful, which is Lily's proposal. In that one, the end of the world is preceded by the entire world suddenly sprouting flowers over every surface, every natural surface, on top of the weather outside being just perfect for everyone to go outside and chill as the world comes to an end and everyone's at peace. I think that is incredibly beautiful, and I would hope if the world's got to end, it's going to go that way. So, Lily's proposal, SCP-001, The World's Gone Beautiful. That's the prettiest SCP. Chris the Direwolf Boy, thank you for donating again. Once in high school, I saw a shadow spider creature in real life. You must have been in the SCP Academy as a youth to see that. You didn't see that as a member of the public, right? Have you ever encountered the tickle monster? Yes, SCP-999 and I have had multiple interactions. It's a very nice anomaly. Nice shirt, Doc. Well, thank you, Krieg, as well as being a member for that. Yeah, just having a Togepi day. Sheena, you got a point. Maybe that's why the Dire Wolf Boy was recruited, because they saw something they shouldn't have. That is a way that some people will end up in the Foundation. No, we don't need epic music for this moment, please. Dr. Sherman, I just accidentally ate a whole Bible without any condiments. Help. Well, remember, we put honey in the bindings for just this occasion. So hopefully you ate one of those unnecessary or unknowingly. Otherwise, you're going to take a very short trip down a long esophagus. For Jesus is coming. Help us all. Tank Pros and Purim, thank you for being a member, and your compliments to all of the people in this chat who are in fact very epic. It was an old Bible. Yeah, we've had that deal going with the Vatican for decades, if not centuries now. You are the anomaly doctor. Intern J-Man. I am no anomalous. I am no anomalous. I am just a man who is here, sight directing and directing a sight. I am a normal, average, everyday human being. That is all. Me, my pen, none of this is anomalous. We are just hanging out, normal people. Intern Zenakama, welcome to the site if you're new. Welcome aboard. We're all doing well here despite any issues with the internet today. We're in the last 3 minutes of stream, people. If you got urgent questions, this is your last chance. I'm going to make an SCP story on the old man and the song 6 Pills by Rosedale, but there aren't too many old man SCPs. I would like to hear your opinion, Dr. Sherman. Also, I eat bees. Not another bee eater. Oh, the chat's going to go crazy with this one. So, I don't know the song 6 Pills by Rosedale. I'll take a quick look. Do-do-do. Red pills, blue bottle. Nirvana. Do-do-do. Do not take more than 3, and the person took more than 3, which is going to be a problem. Do-do-do. Don't do it. Yep, you made a mistake. Always follow the advice of those fey folk. Or, even better, don't get into a deal with them in the first place. Shadow Seed, welcome to Level 1 Researcher here at Site 42. We appreciate your service and your membership. The battle against the white names continues. TNT Therian, love that song. Oh yeah, I enjoy song SCP-5886. One of the SCPs I wrote is based on a song. So yeah, I definitely understand the situation with being inspired by other pieces to make art. Yes. Dark Red, did you originally write 2700-EX to be an EX? Yes, the point of that article is that there was some reason why it wasn't anomalous, that it was a fraud against the Foundation. And so it was meant to be an EX from the start. Is there a taco SCP? Well, I do know there is a salsa SCP. But I don't know about an anomalous taco. Bum, 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 bum. 2848 is a taco from a restaurant in Redacted, Tennessee. So yes, there is an anomalous taco, 2848. Meanwhile, 3943 seems to be a infinite ingredient taco bar. And 4845 is a fully operational Taco Bell that's anomalous. 6632 is a sentient taco restaurant named Cow Time, with a typo in there. So yes, there are multiple taco-related anomalies. We have the Taco Bell on the moon. We have Cow Time. We have Taco Man. And we have the singular anomalous taco. So yes, 4 taco anomalies in one go. Cast a wide net, catch a bunch of anomalies. Alright guys, it's been real, and we did have the problem with that stream breakage twice in a row, but we did not get stopped and we made it to the end of stream. Oh, there is another dono before I finish up. Mr. Dolphin, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some anchovies on your way past the commissary. Is there a way to counter SCP-4975 when targeted? 4975? SCP-4975. Boop, boom, boom. If I remember correctly, there is not a good way to protect yourself from 4975. And if Wikidot were not taking forever to load, I could find out sooner. Yeah. Contained in a standard cell, human contact is prohibited. Vaguely human identity. Stalk victims. It seems like the answer is no. Once you are set, once you are targeted, you are done. So, first of all, we're at the end of stream. Remember, today's homework for SCP Pride Fest is SCP-8000-EX. SCP-8000-EX. Reminder, it's got content warnings. Believe them. Only go into it if you are able to deal with what's in the content warnings. Do not harm yourself to do this gay homework. Following that, as I do at the end of every stream, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. Now, of course, I'm not going to say the SCPs that I wrote. That would be cheating. But if you want to see my SCPs, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub, where you can become acquainted with the SCPs I have written as well as contributed to in other manners, such as voice work in the 049 article, for instance. So, while you're there, there are donation links. You could become a patron to get $1 a month early access to our videos. I just uploaded the second episode of Dr. Sherman Plays SCP Fragmented Minds. So if you want to see that now instead of waiting until the end of the week, it is up for patrons at $1 a month. If you are a member here on YouTube, Tier 1 gets you green name and chat and badges and stuff like that. But Level 2 is where you get early access. After that, if you want to make a one-time donation, as many people have today, there's also a Ko-Fi. The only difference between a Super Chat and a Ko-Fi is YouTube does not get a cut of the Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi doesn't take anything, so your whole donation goes through. But even if you can't make a direct donation, just by being here in the stream, by watching, sharing, subscribing, liking, all of that YouTube business, you are helping Site42 to grow. You are helping us to reach other potential SCP Foundation fans and drag them into the community kicking and screaming. And the more of us there are, the more likely we'll get some filmmakers and some game devs who want to make some awesome SCP films and games, and we can help popularize those projects as Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename Signal Boosters. So that is up to us to succeed. Now, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, I'm not lagging, right? I'm here. Okay, thank you. The people with the buffering emojis tricked me. I should have paid more attention. Rude. Not the kind of rude that requires banning, but I don't appreciate the disruption. If it continues, it might warrant that. But I did also get distracted, and I want to get back on task. But before I do, MTF Psi 42 on the SCP Wiki. Someone said that there already is a Psi 42, so I'm just checking real quick because I didn't know that. Well, I'm not seeing it anywhere, so maybe you are mistaken? Oh, yes. In 7089, we have the Misfits code name. I gotcha. Interesting. Well, there is no canon, and so Psi 42 is my mobile task force. They can have their version in their universe. Now, as I was saying, if you are a member of Mobile Task Force Psi 42 and you are supporting the channel in our missions to signal boost SCP films and games, as well as make our own films and games in the future, then I appreciate your service. Now, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and with a big content warning, SCP-8980. That one's a rough read. One more time, lightning round. 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031-5175-5320, and 8980. Big content warning on the last one there. As well, don't forget your gay homework, SCP-8000-EX. Content warning on that one as well. And with that, I've been Dr. Theron Sherman. This has been an Office Hours with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. You said, oh girl, it's a cold world when you keep it all to yourself. I said you can't hide on the inside all the pain you've ever felt. Ransom my heart, baby, don't look back, 'cause we got nobody else. We're running with the shadows of the night. So baby, take my hand, you'll be alright. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come true in the end.